I'm worst at what I do best, and for this gift I feel blessed. Our little group has always been, and will always be, until the end. Kurt Cobain, one of the most iconic alternative rockers of all time. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about his early life, why Kurt is famous, and Kurt Cobain's legacy. So, to begin with, Kurt Cobain was born in Aberdeen, Washington on February 20th of 1967. His childhood was like a normal childhood. He had two parents and a younger sister. He was born into a musical family. His aunt and uncle played music in bands, and he loved to make music and draw from an early age. He started playing piano at the age of 2. He played sports as a child, but he hated sports. He would intentionally strike out in baseball or get pinned in wrestling just to make his father mad. And he also pretended to be gay or bisexual in school, so people would leave him alone. He didn't like the company of others. He was also often bullied because of this. His parents got divorced at the age of 9. He played music his entire early life. He loved music, he wrote his own music. He started practicing with a future member of Nirvana in high school, which brings me to my next point, why Kurt is famous. He formed Nirvana in 1987 with 2 other members. They put out 3 albums of their career. Bleach in 1989, Nevermind in 1991, and In Utero in 1993. These songs were overplayed on MTV. Smells Like Teen Spirit is one of their most famous songs. This really made them famous and well known. In Utero was #1 on the Billboard 200 album chart in 1993 when it came out. According to Rolling Stone, Kurt Cobain is the 12th greatest guitarist of all time and the 45th greatest singer. According to MTV, he is the 7th greatest vocalist of all time. And then, on April 5th, 1994 in Seattle, Washington, Kurt Cobain shot himself in the head in his house. Prior to this, he had problems with addiction to heroin and other drugs. He also suffered from depression and other illnesses. A few days before he killed himself, he had escaped from a rehab center. He sat for 3 days in the upstairs of his house until someone came and found him. He was 27 years old. In his suicide note, he wrote, "It's better to burn out than to fade away." Which brings me to my next point, why Kurt's legacy. After his suicide, he was really recognized as the most iconic alternative rocker of all time. Surprisingly, only 3 days after his suicide was published and everybody knew about it, was the first Kurt Cobain's suicide-related suicide. Happened to a girl in the great country of Turkey, locked herself in a room and shot herself listening to Nirvana. Fans still visit his hometown of Aberdeen in Washington. They remember him in Vieira Park, where his ashes are scattered. They'll light candles and just remember Kurt and listen to his music. Nirvana is still played on the radio today. It's a very well-known band. So, in conclusion, Kurt Cobain is one of the most iconic rockers, alternative rockers of all time. Now you know about his early life, why he's famous, and Kurt's legacy. And I'm going to end with some more lyrics. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us.